dancing is just a completely unique feeling, and I think that's one of the reasons that I still take class. There's something in the physicality about it and being present for that hour. So it's really a sensation or a feeling for me. And then choreography is something completely new and has its own challenges and benefits with it as well. The name of my piece is To Choose Sun. So the piece was first kind of conceived in my brain from a very like sensational, feeling, somatic kind of place. And it's kind of a place of relief and relaxation and gratitude and happiness. But at the same time, I chose the verb choose, because I think that's actually a really active decision on an individual's, in an individual's life, if that makes sense. And sun just has that feeling of warmth and happy, and it's that washed over feeling. So I liked the way it sounded.
I dance because it's therapeutic. It's a good time for me to just get away from everything else and like think about things.
Definitely gives me sort of outlet, I guess. When I'm stressed out about school or when I'm stressed about other things, it definitely is something that like clears my mind, and it just definitely just makes me feel good, you know, in general.
It's a harmony between, you know, the physical and the mental. I can just be completely mindless while moving, and things just seem to feel really right, physically and mentally, with the movement, if it's good movement. And it's an interesting exploration of what my body is capable of.
It's interesting when you're suddenly, as a dancer, leading rehearsal, and you know, you're a student just like everybody else, and all of a sudden you have this weird sense of authority that you don't feel like you should have. But they're great, and they're a lot of fun, and they're hard work. And it's also an interesting balance of knowing what you want to get done and being prepared to get it done, and knowing that things are going to change and that it's okay. One of my biggest challenges was knowing that it's okay to just take 5 minutes and sit there and think.
Hello, Tara. I think we've gotten a lot closer this semester just because we're in all the same pieces, or we're in all the same rehearsal times. And just as a choreographer, like I said, I think she had a clear like concept, and just like she knows the feeling that she wants behind the movement, which I think is almost more important than necessarily knowing like what kind of movement she wants at a particular rehearsal. Like doing that on the fly is fine, but really knowing what you want behind it is the important part.
I think she creates a really equal playing field, and she is more concerned with the things looking good on our bodies than it being a statement of her abilities to choreograph, which actually then ends up being even a greater statement of her ability to choreograph, because she lets us manipulate the movement and sort of change it how it needs to be so that it fits and we can, you know, do it to the best of our abilities, and it also communicates her message in the same stroke.
Her movement preferences, you know, come out in the choreography. So I think it's definitely like influential, I'm sure, with her experiences and what she likes to do most comes out in the piece.
I think it's actually one of my favorite pieces that I've been in here, purely because of the like mental and physical marrying. I think the choreography is really perfect for sort of channeling that, and it plays with our energies pretty well. It builds on them, and then, you know, comes down when it needs to, and it seems to be a like very organic movement.
Everybody moves differently. You can definitely see, like, I don't even know how to describe Tara's movement necessarily, but it's like It's a very free, very calming. She said, I think even in auditions, that she just wants you to be comfortable in what you're doing, and it just feels good.
Well, it's been really nice to see Tara develop over the past 2 years. So I didn't see her in her first year. She was in my improvisation class in the fall and in jazz. And then I worked with her in my piece in the spring and just saw a tremendous shift in her growth just within that 1 year. She's one of the things that I really love about Tara is how she approaches dance. She is incredibly intellectual, but she's also very artistic. But the fact that she comes to dance with so much thought behind what it is she's trying to say and how she goes about moving and is very self-reflexive about her movement signature and her movement qualities and how that reflects who she is as a person and that connection to the environment and to her community in a greater sense is something that makes her unique. And I've seen that grow and it's only amplified her as a dancer, as a performer, but also as a choreographer. I see her growing as well. Even though this semester it's her first piece, I feel that she's at a different place with how she's dealing with the material and with the choreography than she would have been if she weren't approaching dance from this kind of more of a philosophical perspective, I guess, which I really appreciate. She's thinking about the aesthetic of it.
I was never that pressured by the showing, mainly because they're helpful. It's really an opportunity to get feedback from faculty who have been choreographing for years. And knowing that it was my first time choreographing a piece, I don't know, I was pleased and I was proud of what I gotten to so far, and I knew that I had more to go, and the best way to get there was hearing this feedback.
Doing this with regret? Are they not wanting to go in this direction, or what is the reason that they're doing that? And there's also the walking that you have them doing.
It's also really important to get feedback from people who haven't been so intimately tied to your piece and are just seeing it the first time, so you get that first impression feedback. Obviously, there's always a little bit of stress of showing your work to other people because it's such a personal thing. But like we said, it's all your friends in the room and people you've known and grown with, so it was a good experience. I'm happy with where it is, and we still have some work to do, and I think it will fall together nicely. And I'm sure I will have a huge rush of nerves before it shows, because it's the first time it's in public and it's to people you don't know, and it's really the last minute of you're just releasing it and letting it go, and it is what it is, which is both exciting and nerve-wracking.
Il est toujours là, s'il fait chaud ou froid, d'où il vient on sait pas. Comme il est petit, puis il devient plus grand, il est très bizarre. Comment il fait? Est-il toujours seul ou sans ses parents? On ne peut pas comprendre tant qu'il est là dedans.
Everyone has to find something that just feels at home. You know, you just feel comfortable, and when you do it, you feel like you're more yourself than you are when you're not doing it. And that's what dance is for me.